My topic today is problems faced in India, its conservation, solution thereof, and action plan. So again, I come to the point. So first of all, let us discuss the various sources of water in India, how to conserve this water. So there are three main sources of water as mentioned below. First is the rainwater. Second is the rivers. Third is the seawater. Basically, the basic principle of water formation is through evaporation. It is the process why which seawater, river water, rainwater get evaporated by sunlight and air. This evaporation result into formation of clouds, which result into formation of rain. Clouds are converted into snow at a very low temperature when it come in contact with big mountains, and ultimately on melting of the snow they they are converted into big rivers in the form of Ganges, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, etc. This process go on, and water is used by human beings, animals, and agriculture purposes. If the rainwater and river water has very low conductivity in the range of 50 to 100, and it is most suitable for all purposes like drinking water, irrigation purpose. On the other hand, seawater, it has very high conductivity in the range of 40,000 to 50,000, and it is not suitable if we directly consume this for human being and for other purposes. Of course, seawater can be made suitable for human being with the help of the desalination plant and RO plants, which involves very high cost. Now we will discuss how best we can utilize and conserve the water in all the three cases, depending upon availability in India. First of all, let us talk about rainwater and river water. I will say one thing. Almighty God has gifted our India rains both in summer in the form of monsoon and also in winter. If we conserve 50 to 70% of this water alone, our water problem is solved throughout the year. On the other hand, if you look around the world, say Arab countries like Libya, Kuwait, and Jordan, and African country, we found, even including UAE, there is practically very little rain and no monsoon. Further, there are no big rivers, no mountains at all, resulting in acute shortage of water. These countries are mostly dependent upon seawater only. In order to meet their requirement, they convert seawater into drinking water by installing desalination plant, RO plant, and a separate mineral plant also to make it a drinkable purpose. So all these things involves a very high cost, and such it is very difficult to use this water for agriculture purpose also. So let us talk about rainwater and rivers, how we can conserve the water from these resources. Rainwater harvesting is the process of collecting rainwater coming out of the building roofs into underground big tanks, thus resulting into increasing the water table of that region. On the other hand, storm water is the water coming out of the roadside, which pipe goes it goes to the through the pipes, it go to reservoirs installed at various places. There are lakhs of colonies in the colony in India, and lakhs of kilometers of roads are there, and there are lakhs of colonies in various cities and lakhs of kilometers of roads. And if 60 to 70% of this water is collected properly during rainy season, then demand of our water will be fulfilled for throughout the year. This water can be utilized by carrying out filtration at various treatment plants. All other colonies should be instructed by government to install their water harvesting units. Similarly, the concerned agency like municipality, they should ensure cleaning of stormwater lines and reservoirs before incoming of monsoon and rains. Second thing which I want to explain, everybody, maybe in thousands in houses, we install our separate purification unit called RO unit. And in this RO unit, for making of 10 liter of water, 8 liter of water goes waste. So if we collect this water and store it in a container, it can be well utilized for bath purposes, utensils cleaning, floor cleaning, etc. Because this is a pure water. So, river water. Now I come to the river water. How we can do it? River water is as pure as rainwater, but various factories don't hesitate to put the untreated water consisting of dangerous chemicals into the river, making the water unfit for human consumption. Similarly, untreated water from waste to energy plant in the form of leached water is put into rivers, making it very poisonous. Similarly, untreated water from sewerage makes the water very dirty. Cases has been observed when they put municipal solid waste into river, making it very dirty. All these activities should be stopped with iron hand and strict action should be taken to the concerned people. Now I come to the what should be our next action plan. Make big rivers, say up to 10,000 ton capacity all along the big rivers. These rivers can be a concrete line or it can be a rubber line with zero seepage. After the testing the river water chemically, the water from this canal should be put into these reservoirs with the help of various sizes of pumps. A water treatment plant of suitable capacity should be installed to deliver the water to all the consumers. Actually, I want to explain here what happens if you come to Delhi. The water Yamuna is coming, and from Yamuna Nagar to Delhi, there is a one stretch of area where the water is very poisonous. The reason is there so many chemicals are put into the water from the factories. If you go towards Yamunanagar from Delhi, maybe after 10, 15 kilometers, we will find that water is very pure and it can be best utilized for drinking purpose and other purposes. So my request is that we should install the reservoirs in that area instead of nearby area. Now, second point is every village, whether small or big, has a medium to large size of ponds, wells, etc. These ponds should be made more deeper so that rainwater or canal water coming through stormwater can be stored there. A suitable all-site water treatment plant may be installed near that to clean the water suitable for drinking purpose. Third point is due to heavy rains, there is flooding in various states, resulting the life very miserable. Efforts on barfooting should be there to connect various rivers, canals together so that water from flooded area is diverted to areas where there is very less rain and there is requirement of water. Our aim should be that I have seen in most of the country, they do not allow the rainwater to go to sea. Our in our country, rainwater, river water, they ultimately going to sea, which should be avoided because the water has conductivity of 50 to 100, while the sea water has the conductivity of 40 to 50,000. And other countries, what they are doing, they are converting this water for their purpose, but we are putting this water into the sea. That should be avoided. Now, I come to the next point, seawater utilization. Just I want to explain. Most of the Arab countries, African countries, where there is a very little rain, have no river, no mountains, but covered with sea. They are totally dependent upon seawater. They have installed very big desalination plant and RO plants to convert seawater into drinking water. But similarly, in India also, there are certain areas where there is a less rain. There is no approach to canals also, but that area is surrounded by rivers, sea. In that area, water can be made available by installing desalination and RO plants, which convert the seawater into a drinking useful water. Let us understand the working of the desalination plant and RO plant. Just you see that boiling temperature of the water is around 100 degrees centigrade at NTP, normal temperature and pressure. But if we boil the water under vacuum, at absolute vacuum, its boiling temperature is 40 degrees centigrade. So desalination plant, we boil the water under vacuum, say about 45 degree or 50 degrees centigrade, the water evaporates and it will convert it into steam. And steam is then condensed from the condensers which are inbuilt in the desalination plant, and we get the pure water. So this when this water is to pass through mineralized equipments so that it become drinkable. But this is very costly affair. In our unit, the principle is slightly bit different, where action of due to centrifugal action, the heavy particle try to move outside, and the other parts water will be having low conductivity, which is passed through membranes and will get a pure water. So in both the cases, the cost will increase drastically. So I conclude that rainwater, river water should be conserved very effectively to meet our demand of drinking water, agriculture water, and for other uses. We should best utilize the Almighty God gifts which we have already experienced, and we should not allow to go this water go back into the sea. Thank you very much.